Welcome everyone to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Pass to Horde. Here's Randolph. Shot clock at 5. And he makes it on the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And he just punches home the one-hand finish.
Hey, 2 points the easy way. Here's Horde. Oh, not wasting any time and taking the shot and hitting it. First quarter, just over a minute played.
Home team foul. Randolph. First personal foul. First team foul.
Misses the 3. Jokic, guarded by Edwards. Randolph passes to Horde. And the three-pointer goes. Horde's got his second basket on the night.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Oh, swiped away. Here we go. Three-pointer. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one.
I mean, I think that was their first miss of the game. They've been just rolling.
Here's Edwards. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. He's got his first free throws of the night right here. The first free throw is good. And both free throws good for Edwards.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Here's Horde. He's got 5. Deflects the pass. 20 feet out. Randolph grabs the miss.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Yep, that one goes. Now, if you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Takes the 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Randolph's got 5 now.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Shoots. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
Assisted. Edwards.
So it's the home team now. 4-point game. Here's Horde. He has 7. Pass to Randolph. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Launches a 3. De Silva, no good. To the paint.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a 10-point pass. And that one, good.
And obviously their goal right now is to feed him the ball and get him going.
Yeah, it's a good start for him. Let's see if they can keep getting him the ball in that area.
Board no good.
I have no clue why he pulled up from there. At this point in the game, it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, all right. That'd be an automatic benching if I was coaching. What was that?
Here's Horde. Down low. The layup off target.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Jokibatis, guarded by Edwards. Jokibatis knocks it down from distance.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc. And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
Third team foul.
From deep three-point range, the long-distance three is buried. Give him 8 points now. Here's Horde. 7 points in the game. Pass to Randolph. To the paint. Jokibatis. No good with a layup. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Edwards. To the inside. It's picked off.
At the line for your home team, number 14.
And he drops the first. So both teams making some changes here. Good on both. Seven seconds left in the opening quarter. Fires from the wing. He can't hit that time. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. They lead by 3. And the second quarter of... And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
Yeah, and when you're hitting threes early, that opens up the floor and really helps your offense.
There's the triple on target from range.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
And it's good. Napier.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Here's Lloyd. Takes it inside. It's good. Lloyd's got 5 points now this quarter.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by.
Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
Fades away. They get it back. Booker for 3. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. Here's Gabriel. Can't get it to drop. Close game here in Philadelphia. The steal. The 3. Poked loose.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Offensive rebound. Comes up empty down low. Here in quarter two, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Nails the baby hook. And here's Napier. To the right side. On Sunday, then on Friday. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Here's Lloyd. The 3 ball. And Booker pulls it down.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
There's a screen. Launches it. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, that's basically a warm-up 3 for him. The defense can't allow him that caliber of attempt.
Fires from way outside. The rebound by Napier.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
And he lobs it up to the rim. And Booker with the jam.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Shots good by Lloyd.
He's finally leaving that dismal first quarter behind him. Took him a while to get going.
Right side, Napier. Fires the 3. Can't get it. He's now 1 of 4 from the floor. And here's the fast break. Shot's good by Lloyd. Lloyd's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
Yeah, he's been having his way this quarter, attacking the basket and protecting their lead. Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
First team foul.
There's 49 seconds left to play in the second quarter. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Line for the away team. Number 53.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. There's 37 seconds left in the first half. Here's Randolph. He's got 5. Here's Horde. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Snatched up. Second chance effort. And the layup is good.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Fires for 3. He can't get it to go. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. They lead by 2. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Jokubaitis, guarded by Edwards. Got it. He's got 5.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
From the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
Here's Horde. He has 7. Lets it go from deep. He drops it from range. Ford's got 10 points in the game.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside. Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Ford's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, very hot start out of halftime, making their first 3 shots, getting the looks that they want, and knocking them down.
The floater. The rebound by Horde. Just over a minute and a half played in the third. Robbed. And they're on the run. The offensive rebound for the tie. Got a piece of it, and the ball goes out of play following the shot. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Jokic. And the layup is good off the glass.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Fades. And the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Oh, he missed the chippy right there.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Here's Horde. Jokic drops in the 3. He's got 10.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Knocks it loose. There's the 3. Doesn't go for him. In transition, here they come. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
They set the pick. Beyond the arc. And they're pushing it up. And he nails the open triple off the break.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of those.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you got to love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
Knocks down the triple.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Got a hand on it. Edwards for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Edwards has got 5.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Here's Randolph. 5 points in the game. 6 to shoot. And that one's good. Horde's got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Right wing. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off. Here in the second half, these teams still neck and neck.
I really like how each team is matching the other's intensity.
Fires the 3. De Silva with the rebound. De Silva's got 5 rebounds tonight. For 3. The rebound by Horde. Here's Randolph. And he dunks it down.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And, guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammate.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one.
Away team foul. Napier. First personal foul. First team foul.
That one goes in.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
The fader. That shot off the mark. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. The quick look, no good that time.
I'm not sure how he's going to explain that shot later.
Yeah, you know, back in the day, you'd be taking a seat. Now, unfortunately, it seems like we see too many ill-advised shots.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Banked it in off the glass.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game, and that one was easy.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments.
Hey, I don't care what he lacks in height. You have to box him out. He's got a nose for the ball, and he's fearless pounding the glass.
Fires in the triple.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Outside Napier. And he banks in the layup.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Napier's gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Fires away from way outside. They get it back.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
And his efforts well rewarded right there.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Lloyd. He's off on the layup. And here comes the break.
Old team foul. Yokovitis. Second personal foul. First team foul.
If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Offensive rebound. Lays it up and banks it in.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
Pass to Horde. There's a screen. Takes a 3. On target from range. Horde's got 12 points in just the second half.
And that's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. They're just trying to hold on to this lead, Grant.
And right now, you just can't afford to be careless.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. The rebound by Horde.
In the second half, it seems like they've given him the green light. Might want to rethink that.
Good work there as it goes.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Fires from way outside. Oh, my goodness, it counts!
Did that really go in?
Tremendous range. I mean, that'll stretch a defense thin.
Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good.
I have have no clue why he pulled up from there. At this point in the game, it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, all right. That'd be an automatic benching if I was coaching. What was that?
Oh, there's the... Oh, a big slam!
Oh, my gosh. The athleticism.
It's safe to say the outcome is no longer in question.
Yeah, look, sometimes you just break your opponent's spirit, and I think this has been one of those times.
And they're so close to putting this game away.
Yeah, B.A., you don't have to do anything crazy. Just run the clock and don't turn it over.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Horde, just 5 to shoot. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And so they get the victory here at home. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
Hello, everyone. Proud to bring you Wednesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. James is out there with Korkmaz. Then there's Brown, and it's Papagiannis in at the 4. Here's Korkmaz. Rebounded by Lloyd. Shoots a fader. It's not going to go for him.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Home team on D. Here's James. Pass to Papagiannis. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Out to the right wing. Jokic, good on the triple.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
That's tipped. One-on-one here. Here's Lloyd. Offensive rebound. Fires the three. Rebounded by Papagiannis. Here's Korkmaz. Brown outside. And finished off by Brown.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Here's Lloyd. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Here's James. Here's Jete. Latre. Korkmaz, no good. Pass to Horde. Lets the three fly. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. James, the pass to Papagiannis. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Here's Lloyd. Hands it from downtown. Lloyd's got his second bucket of the night.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
First personal foul. First team foul.
The visitors with the ball, trailing by 5. James kicks to Papagiannis. Here's Korkmaz.
2 minutes remaining.
Lets it go from the wing. That shot missing. Here's Lloyd. James defending. Lloyd can't hit.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
The drive by James. Papagianni. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, Kevin, not a penny, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Here's Horde. Hits the three-point bomb. Horde's got 6.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Jokic. There is the open three to cap the break.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Outside, James. .103 left in the first quarter of the game. Korkmaz, no good.
Give him a little credit. Take some guts to keep shooting if you're struggling this bad. It's getting a little bit ugly right now.
A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. From deep. The shot will not fall.
But his shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find a rhythm?
Waiting ball. Substitution on the court.
27 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Pass to Diallo. Fires the three. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket. Here's Randolph. They set the screen. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitive.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Just stretching out the floor at first. They had the defense scrambling.
Pretty prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, that's the kind of thing that happens.
They've got Corniche, and it's a Kobo in at the 2. They set the pick. Fires the 3. That shot, no good. Pass to Diallo. Puts up a 3. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
There's the triple. It's hauled in by Diallo.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Matajunas. Here's a Kobo. Still without a basket. Nice shot from the wing.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Now here's Randolph. Defense right on him. Here's Gabriel. Not 3 off the mark.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation. Now, they're playing working to perfection there, if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
A slam dunk by Diallo.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. A three-pointer is right on target. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's a Kobo. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Our Kobo's got 5 now.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Banked in off the glass. It's a close game here in Philadelphia. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Drives to the hoop. Pass to Matajunas.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Diallo with it. He's covered by Randolph. 6 to shoot. Plays it up off the glass.
I mean, the number of points they scored in the paint already here, it is eye-opening.
There's 1:40 left in the first half. Gabriel can't get it to go. Gabriel's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. There's a screen by Matajunas. To the paint. We've got 1:13 left here in the second. Here's Cohen, and he drives in. It's good. Diallo with it. 10 points for him. Off target at the rim. Now here's Randolph. Guarded closely. Launches a 3. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
0 defense. You can't let a good shooter have the wide open 3.
Here's Diallo. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake.
Away team foul. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
And so here's the home team. Jokic. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Shot good by Diallo.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
Pass to Horde. There's the three. Nailed from three-point land. Horde's got 9.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
And the first half is now in the books. Up by 7. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
Swerving off topic for a moment, I need you guys to weigh in on this. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Oh, man.
So let's dig into that first half now, and what was a very solid performance for the home team. That is more than enough of us.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. There's the pick. Pass to Lloyd. Beyond the arc. Sinks the three-pointer. Lloyd's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
Korkmaz is out there with James. Then there's Brown, and it's Papagiannis in at the 4. Chate passes to Papagiannis. Fast break, here they come. Throws it up high.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Korkmaz passes to Papagiannis. Off target with his 3. No question who's been in control of this game.
Boy, they have really taken charge here.
Brown outside. And even 3-on-3 break. Picked him clean. Outside, James. The long distance 3 is buried. James has got his first 3 points of the game.
I tell you what, he came out of that locker room raring to go.
And the foul called on Korkmaz. That is his first foul of the game. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Kept alive. And he goes in for the dunk.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
To the right side. Here's Lloyd. That one wide left.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
Jokic. Pass to Horde. Puts up a deep 3. The rebound by James.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
Count that one.
Assist goes to Chate.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Horde drills it from outside. Horde's got 12.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, the league recalibrated its emphasis on fouling during last season. Commissioner Adam Silver said there was a sense that offensive players had too much of an advantage. So an adjustment was made. The fans want great offense, but they want players to be allowed to play defense as well. I think that's what we're seeing. Kevin, it's a welcome change.
Welcome indeed. No doubt about it, D.A. Fires for 3. Korkmaz, no good.
Well, this has been a night where you can look at his shooting and his performance, and it's affected the team. That's the bottom line.
Drills the three-pointer.
Bottom line, you You need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Pass to James. .116 left to play here in the third. From downtown, rebounded by Lloyd. Lloyd's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Fires from way outside. Rebounded by Papagiannis. Papagiannis has got 5 rebounds tonight. James in the post. No good that time. James has gone 1 of 4 so far. Out to the right wing. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Papagiannis. And they're on the break. Here's the teardrop. And that's 2 points on the layup. 10 points for him.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
Here's Lloyd. His 3-pointers off the mark. Lloyd's gone 3 of 9 tonight from the field, 33%. Here's Korkmaz. And the lead is down inside single digits.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it. And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
And every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
James fires. Oh, he got it!
Are you kidding me, Kevin, from there?
How in the world did that go in?
Did he even see the basket?
I don't know.
I love that.
Oh, man.
And that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we... How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for me.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. They've got Chate. James is out there with Korkmaz. Then there's Brown. And it's Papagiannis in at the power forward. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
Okobo looking over the floor. That's to Diallo. Lock at 6. And the 3 off target. He's guarded by Diallo. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Here's Okobo. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Randolph against Diallo. Oh, and he misses the dunk.
You have to really like his energy getting to the rim there. Shocked that he blew the dunk, but you know most times he's going to posterize his man.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Now here's Diallo. And that time also a missed shot. To the inside. They swipe it. And here's the fast break. Finished off the break.
Good job getting the ball and completing that play.
The defense producing easy looks. It just helps you conserve some energy for late in the game.
Right wing. Here's Cohen. Carries it from 3-point range.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the 3-point line.
They get it again. Picked off in midair. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth.
Man, talk about finding change in the couch. What? How do you get that?
Diallo trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. From deep three-point territory. Covered by Modi Yunus. 5 to shoot. Takes a three. It's hauled in by Diallo.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
First personal foul. First team foul.
There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter. Good on the triple.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
From deep three-point territory. Tony's with the rebound.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach?
So you're saying that he's out there right now protesting in some form or fashion?
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
And here they come. Over to the wing. The three ball. Jacobo. That's good.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Here's Cohen. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And he knocks down the first one. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Six on the shot clock. Fires from way outside. The rebound by Jacobo. From deep three-point territory. And it ends up out of bounds. Puts up a deep three. The shot misses. And so the home crowd treated to a win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage.
For joining us on a picture-perfect Sunday night for some NBA on 2K Sports. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. From behind the arc. And the three-pointer goes.
That's good. He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And the free throw, no good. Pass to James. And here's Brown. Here's Korkmaz. 5 on the clock. For 3. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. Here's the 3. Back to Edwards. Sinks the tray.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Here's Brown. And he can't get that one. Outside Edwards. There's the 3. James with the rebound. Here's Calathes, guarded by Edwards. Sends it home from three-point land.
And they get that first bucket. 1 for 4 to start this game.
Pass to De Silva. All alone. Good on the jump shot.
And you got to defend better than that. I mean, that's a good look for him.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
To the wing, right side. Here's James. Can't hit from in close.
Just 1 made field goal in 5 tries. Not a good start.
The 3. And he can't connect. He's 1 for 3 in this game. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. They set the pick. Pass to De Silva. Counted from distance. 6 points for him.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
The drive.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis. Edwards fires from way outside. They get the rebound. Pass to De Silva. 4-3. James with the rebound. He takes it in. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that.
And just using the size advantage he has. I mean, he can easily see over the defense.
And he has got such good touch from that medium range area. It's an option they can always go to.
The 3. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
You know, we talk all the time about how important it is to have bigs who can stretch the floor. An example there.
1:03 left to play in the first. Here's Calathes, guarded by Edwards. The shot's good.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Releases. The open J off the mark.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
For three, James. The shot comes out.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Puts up a deep three. An absolute bomb from three-point range. He's got 11.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. The three ball. De Silva with a rebound. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. They're up by 10, and we'll be back with you shortly. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
I think across the board, a number of guys have done a great job guarding multiple positions.
Fires the three. Here's Booker. And Booker with the jam.
And it's so hard to stop the putback when you let him live at the rim like that.
Boy, once he gets his hands on it around the rim, it's too late.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
Out to the right wing. Here's a Kobo. Pure from three-point range. Covered by Diallo. Pass to Napier. Booker with a screen on Diallo. Here's Napier. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
Out to the wing. Fires for three. Oh, deflected. Shot clock at 6, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Diallo.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
And there's the rejection. Here's a Kobo. He drops it from range. He's got 6.
And their shots are dropping with more consistency now.
Jacks up a 3. Oh, he can't sink it. He's 0 for 3.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
And they're able to recover. Diallo outside. Pass to Corneli. And he jams it home with authority.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is.
No defender within 5 feet of him, just inviting him to shoot the 3. That's a dangerous proposition.
And Diallo, here we go. He's off on that one.
If you try something like that, you better be sure to complete it.
And after missing his first 3 shots, he drains it. 1 for 4. Here's a Kobo. He's got 6. Here's the pick. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Over to the wing.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Well, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over on Thursday, and then on Saturday.
One way you could look at this difficult stretch against some of the best in the league, it's a tremendous chance to prove to the league just how good your team is. It could provide a huge statement.
Napier with it. Diallo picks him up. Takes a 3. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. From the arc. And Booker pulls it down. Diallo's gone 1 for 4 from the field. The three is up. The rebound by Corneli. They've got a chance here to cut the deficit to within 10. Fires from deep. And it ends up out of bounds. We've got 1:13 left in the second. Outside Booker. And Booker throws it down.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Launches a three. Unable to get that one.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
Here's Diallo into the lane. Add that to his line. Now 3 for 6.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
That three's off the mark.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Can't get it to fall.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
From deep three-point land. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so that brings the first half to a close. Up by 8. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Welcome, everyone.
A bunch of long-range snipers, cold-blooded. Still a way to go with the selection process, but this is a strong start.
No question. I'd rather play a long... All right, looking back now at that first half, a bit of a hill to climb for the visiting team.
They've been a...
That's it for us. Thanks.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Outside Edwards. Lets it go from deep. Korkmaz pulls it in. James outside. Fader on the way. Not going to go that time.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Beyond the arc. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Pass to Korkmaz. Launches it. The shot off. That time. Second half rolling along. About a minute played here. Shot clock at 5. Sinks it from distance. He's got 9.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And James gets it to go.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Check by James. From deep. No luck on that one.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Korkmaz. No made baskets yet. Let's go with a three. Hits the three-pointer.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the three. It's really that simple, guys.
Puts up a deep three. He can't get that one to fall.
Look, I know he wanted to answer with a three of his own, but you got to play smarter. Play your game, not theirs.
Can't hit from the corner. Lets it fly. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Boy, the consistency he's had tonight has been impressive. Really steady from the field.
Going inside, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does.
Part of passing the rock, it's calculating risk and reward. I don't think that was a great decision.
Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Edwards against James.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
To the left wing. Three-pointer. Hits the trifecta. He's got 19.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
You hate to pile on, but his poor shooting night has really hurt the team.
That shot wide open. He's got 5.
Backing up that last three with another three. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Grabs the board and goes right in for the putback. I love it, B.A.
Yeah, wanting to close the gap. Makes sense to get aggressive on the glass here. Pass to Edwards. Lets the three fly. Korkmaz pulls it in. 50 seconds left in the third quarter. Brown, and the jam by Brown.
Flying in with the one-hand slam.
That right there was a statement finish. Oh, got that one up quick.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Pass to Korkmaz. On the break. Fires the three. He buries it from 3.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Fades and shoots. Yes, it's good.
No one there to contest. Didn't really need the fade.
Soft touch off the glass.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Leading by 17. Don't go anywhere. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. 0 chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Cornai passes to Diallo. Fade away. The shot no good. Diallo's gone just 1 for 4 from deep. He shoots it. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. He's got 26.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
Akobo, no good.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
And he gets it to go.
And they're shooting with much more confidence here in the second half. The field goal percentage is now over 50%.
that one's good.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. And here's Edwards outside. They set a pick. Clock at 6. Puts it up. It's hauled in by Okobo.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
For 3, Diallo. Kept alive. Pass to Okobo. Here's Diallo. Puts up a 3. No good that time. Diallo's gotten 3 of his 9 shots to fall so far. 3-pointer. The rebound by Cornelie. Cornelie's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Diallo gets the bucket.
You know, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking the 3-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
From the top of the key, good on the bucket.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth.
When you're not in rhythm with the 3 ball, why do you keep firing from there?
From deep 3-point land. The shot misses. To the wing on the left. Inside, here's Okobo. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass.
Seen that play develop ahead of time. Hits his man in stride.
He shoots. The rebound by Cornelie.
He forced that one. Not a productive trip up the floor.
And in a way, by taking that one, he's bailing out the defense. It's just too easy to stop.
They're improving, but still find themselves behind.
Yeah, but this run started with tighter execution at both ends, and that'll need to be maintained for them to have a chance to take the lead.
Covered by Diallo. Back to Edwards. Wide open look. The rebound by Cornelie. Cornelie's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Okobo. Buries it from 3.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. 33 points for them.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that 3-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
1 minute left in the fourth quarter. It's tipped. Here's Diallo. Set it up with a fake, but it's offline.
No defender in sight. He tries to take initiative, but ultimately comes away empty-handed.
A quick shot there. It's off target. Here's Okobo. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot.
From deep. The rebound by Cornelie. So the home crowd treated to a win. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Thanks for joining our Tuesday night broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and with us from the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Jokic, Edwards defending, and the shot goes down.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Off target from outside. Here's Horn. This one for three. That shot off. And even 3-on-3 break. They set the pick. Bangs home the trifecta.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
About a minute played so far here in the first. Here's Lloyd. It's hauled in by Edwards.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Launches it. And no good. Here's Horn. Fires from deep. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a three each time.
Intercepted. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. There's a good screen. Going inside, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
No good on the three.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Drains the three-pointer.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range. I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Lets it go with a three. And that one's good. Lloyd's got 6.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Jokic. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
See, this is what analytics don't take into account. Some guys thrive in the mid-range. Really depends on the shooter. It's actually kind of lazy.
Here's Lloyd. He's got 6. No one covering. 8 points for him.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Out to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Shoots. The shot missing.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
Edwards, no good. It's a 7-point spread. From the arc. Not happening that time. His second miss and 5 shots. Here's the break. Good on the three-point shot.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Here's Horde. From outside the arc. That shot off. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Connects from three-point range.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
16 seconds left to play here in the first. This is his first chance at the line tonight. The first one falls.
The away team. Horde. 2 shots.
And he makes both free throws. 15 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to De Silva. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. De Silva's got his second basket of the night. With 1 on the clock, he can't get that one. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Up 1. Stay with us as we get... And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Yeah, they're putting pressure on all the ball handlers, getting into the passing lanes and showing great anticipation.
There's the screen. Pass to Napier. On the wing, Booker. Stolen. Napier covering. To the left wing. Here's Randolph. A three-pointer, no good. Napier feeling it out a bit. He nails it, and we're tied up.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Randolph passes to Cohen. Back to Randolph. Basket counts.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
He's covered by Randolph. With the fadeaway. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Releases. Randolph missing again. And here we go. Fast break. Booker's got it. And that's going to be out of bounds. They'll keep possession. On Saturday, then on Friday.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing. But it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are. It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Puts one up from 19. That doesn't go either for Randall.
That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
Three-pointer. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pass to Gabriel.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself. Lobbed up there for Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them, thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
A shot by Randolph. Nobody around. A three-pointer off the mark.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
Got that one up quick.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. From deep three-point land. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a break a mirror ugly, but it's getting there.
Napier covering. Shot clock at 5.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Fires from way outside. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. Giffey gets it to go from beyond the arc. 6 points for him.
And they're not afraid to let it fly from deep. They're looking to extend their lead with the 3 ball here in the second quarter.
Gabriel's shot's good. And he jams it with authority.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Napier with it. Guarded now by Randolph. For 3. Here's Booker. The tray. Hits it from 3-point range. And stolen by Napier. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Up by 3. We'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
That is more than enough of us. Let's.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Pass to Lloyd. There's a screen. For the 3. Sinks the triple. Lloyd's got 11 points.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
And here we go. The 3. Jokibitis. Edwards defending. Shoots the 3. And it's Ford missing.
Rough start to the second half for them. Only getting 1 of the past 4 shots to fall.
That shot wide open. He's got 18.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been 3s? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Here's the screen. And the 3 ball is good.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Jokibitis. Edwards defending. Makes it off the glass.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Pass to De Silva. It's Edwards on the wing. The three. The shot, no good.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
There's the pick. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. To the wing on the left. Jacks up a three. Missed inside.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Here's Lloyd. Edwards defending. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything he has. It's what his teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this. He can run hot or he can run cold, but no doubt about which way he's running tonight. There is steam coming off that bad boy.
Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's Lloyd. And he dumps it down.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big foul. Here's De Silva. No good on the shot. Here's Horn. He has 7. Jokibitis. Edwards defending. Jokibitis. He goes up again. Here's Lloyd. He's got 11. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Lloyd's got 6 in the quarter.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
There's 42 seconds left in the third. Pass to Edwards. And they get it.
Out of bounds. A 18 ball. Substitution on the court.
27 seconds left in the third. And he's good on the 3-ball. We've seen them struggle on the half-court offense.
I had a coach that once told me sometimes guys just try to self-will it too much, whether it's getting out on the break or scoring in the half-court. You got to do it as a unit. Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
8 seconds left in the third quarter. From past the arc. That shot misses. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the fourth. Who will carry the day? They lead by 8. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is... While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
You can't question the desire of these teams. It's going to be difficult for either side to get separation.
And the powerful one-handed slam.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
The shot's good from Randolph.
Not shot from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Giffey. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Unable to get that one. Napier with it. Giffey taps in the tray.
A pretty free look from three-point range. The D forgot about him on that possession.
Big three right there, especially at this point in the game.
And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
Three-pointer. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Buries the long-range jumper. And they're staring at a sizable deficit.
And still within reach, though, that they don't have to rush things.
No good from outside.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Over to the left wing. Corner shot. They get it back. Knocks down the three ball. Inside. Outside for Randolph. Takes the three. He scores his sixth bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
Wow, look at the damage this young man is doing from deep. And there's another one.
And the defense has to know that taking away his three is the #1 priority. And he's hurt them all game long with that shot. It makes no sense.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
Fires away from outside. Randolph grabs the board.
Questionable shot selection on that three. Not really helping as they try and narrow the deficit.
Gabriel's shot's good.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
From deep three-point land. Doesn't get it to drop for him. 1:11 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Randolph. It's good from long range. Randolph's got 12 points here in the second half.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Here's the three. Missed number 7 from the field. He's also made 7. From deep three-point territory. Doesn't go that time. Not sure the miracle, Craig, is on hand here tonight for them.
Well, they need one, but gonna play it until the final whistle.
So it's a victory for the road team in this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was...
Happy holidays, everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us at this most special time of the year. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. This one for three. And that one's good. Horde.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Korkmaz passes to Brown. And Brown with the stuff.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
Here's Horde. Driving inside. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Out left to the wing. Jokubaitis drills it from deep.
Good decision-making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. And a chance to see the latest edition of the power rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. They've stalled a little bit, looking to get something started and make a move up the ladder.
You know, right now for the visiting team, They've had a fairly inconsistent season so far, always hovering around the same spot in the rankings.
Now, here is James.
Not exactly what they're looking for out of the gates. Just 1 of 4 shooting.
They set the screen. From downtown. No good there.
They have been rolling. That's their first miss of the game.
Here's Kalathis. Pass to James. The rebound by Horde.
You know, currently they're just 1 of 5 from the field. That's not going to get it done.
Throws it up high.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleek.
And that one is stuffed right through.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now, here is James. Here's Kalathis. Back to James. With the fadeaway. And he gets the bucket.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Here's Horde. Connects from downtown. Horde's got 8.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
The home team calls timeout. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. And there's a pick. Here's James. There's the drive. And it's James with the jam.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Here's Horde. Give him 8. From outside the arc. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Here's Kalathis. 1:25 left in the first quarter of the game. The 3 is up. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. They put together a solid lead.
And it doesn't seem like they're going to back off.
Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Oh, got a piece of it. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Here's Korkmaz. The shot's good on the assist by James.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
There's the triple. And he's missed his first 2 shots of the game. Pass to Brown. Sinks that one from the post.
He kicks it out, takes advantage of the open space. That'll leave a defense scrambling.
Here's Horde. They get it back. Here's Randolph. Launches it from deep. Gets the 3 ball to go. 5 points in the game.
Defensively, their effort hasn't been great early on.
Giving up too many open shots. I mean, that's what's happening here. They look to me to be a bit sluggish.
Stolen. 20 seconds left in the first quarter. Horde passes to Randolph. Here's Horde. Here's Randolph. Check by James. Takes the 3. The shot, no good. 4-3. Knocks it down from distance. James has got 7 points in the game.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
That's the end.
Well, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. They're up 7. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
Up and in on the layup.
A super high percentage shot there. You just can't allow him to get that close.
Here's Lloyd. Wing shot on the way, and he gets the jumper to drop. Lloyd's got his second basket of the game. So it's the home team now. 9-point game. Now here's Diallo. The D's right on him. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Gabriel.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Man, showing some terrific range. Lloyd's got 7 points here in the quarter.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Pass to Gabriel. Here's Lloyd. Covered by Diallo. Fades back. Drains the triple.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Can they get it? And he's missed his first 2 shots of the game.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots. Give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Here's Lloyd. 7 points in the game. The jumper from the wing off target.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. One constant in the NBA, Clark, the constant movement of players.
Yeah, and I think you've got to try to look at the positive side of that, the freedom that players have to play where they choose to play in many cases. I think that's the right of any employee to be able to go where they feel they can best optimize their individual and team situations. I think it allows teams to rebuild on the fly and get competitive more quickly. And I like that aspect of it. I don't like to see it overwhelming a season, but I do like the fact that players have that option and that freedom.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. And he's going for the lob! No good. Unable to win this run.
Analytics already don't favor the mid-range jumper, let alone against exceptional defense.
Here's a Kobo. Off target with the 3. Trying to get something going here in the half court.
Yeah, that's where they've been struggling to execute.
Here's Lloyd. Nails it from 3. Lloyd's got 10 points in the quarter.
Gotta D him up better than that. He's simply too good from beyond the arc.
And Diallo, here we go. Minute 32 left in the first half of this one. That shot, no good. There's a screen. For 3. The rebound by Corneli.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Off target from outside.
You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
Off target with the open look.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Rebounded by Gabriel. Gabriel's got his 4th rebound in this one. Picked it. Fast break, here we go. For 3, Diallo knocks down the long J. Diallo's got 7 points.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Lloyd can't get it to go. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And Diallo, here we go. And with that one, the deficit trimmed to single digits. Diallo's got his third basket on the night right there.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
BA, forget about attempting the long-range three to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet.
Exercising his authority.
I like what I saw on both ends that time. Hustling on defense to create some offense.
Gets it off. And so we wrap up the first half, leading by 7. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Please direct your
They're getting cooked from long distance. Defensively, they have to do a better job of closing out. Yeah, especially these days.
Now let's go ahead and Thanks for tuning in.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Jokic. They get it back. Second shot opportunity. And that one's good. Horde. 10 points for him.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
The three, James gets the three to fall.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Here's Randolph. Check by James. Hits a three-pointer.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Good, solid start to the half, hitting 3 out of 4.
To the middle. Oh, he misses the dunk.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
Pass to Horde. Lets the three fly. James with the rebound.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
And the jam by Brown.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition switch ignited.
To the inside, Korkmaz. And they pick up 2. Korkmaz has got 5 points.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
The three is up. Randolph misses.
He hasn't helped the cause with his shooting, but his teammates have had his back.
Korkmaz on the wing. Fires for 3. The rebound by Horde.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Korkmaz passes to Brown. And he comes up with a bucket. Brown's got 4 points in the quarter.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Here's Horde. Here's Randolph. Check by James.
And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
It takes precision timing for sure.
Tell you what, the coach's heart was in his throat and he was in shock and awe. But now he's got a big smile on him.
18 foul. 4th on Korkmaz. 2nd personal foul. 1st team foul.
1:57 left to play in the third.
You have to be kidding me.
Wow, that's how you take things into your own hands.
Yeah, he wanted credit for the basket and the assist on that one.
Here's James. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. There's 1:34 left in the third. And slammed dunk by James.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleek.
Board no good. 51 seconds left in the third quarter. James passes to Korkmaz. Back to James. And James throws it down.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine. Even if he'd have missed it, I don't mind them taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Here's Horde. It's stolen by James. He got it up. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. Points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Upset. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Shots good by Lloyd.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Down low. Shot that time, not on target.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Here's Brown. There's the drive. And Brown with the stuff.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
It's Brown on the wing. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. James has got 3 assists now in this one.
Home team foul. Courageous. First personal foul. First team foul.
The 3. And he's now 6 for 11 after that one.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
And just about a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. No good on the quick 3. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. From downtown, nails it from beyond the arc.
Now, you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Corneille passes to Diallo. Shot to stop the run. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. And he knocks down the first one.
At the line for the away team, number 45.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Driving to the basket, and that one is hammered home.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
Akobo gets the bucket.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth.
First personal foul, fourth team foul.
And he lays in the alley-oop pass.
Now that's a textbook alley-oop.
I thought he'd go for the slam, but that worked.
It actually almost makes it a little more special. Trace over power is how I would look at it.
Simple. The closer you are to the hoop, the better your chance to score.
And there's a minute 45 left in the game.
Put that one-man show on Broadway.
That's one way to go with the alley-oop.
And fellas, he pulled it off to perfection.
It's stolen away. Here's Lloyd. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
Here's Diallo. And he goes in for the dunk.
That was just great work to battle through contact and will end the shot.
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
1:07 left in the fourth. A quick shot there. It's off target. Here's Matajunas. There's the triple. Diallo, no good.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Out to the right wing. Lots of room. Inside. Here's Gabriel over Diallo. And that one's good. Gabriel.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
And he lobs it up.
The alley-oop from that far away. PA, I'm speechless.
Hey, you're not alone. Me too. Everybody's a spectator on that one, including the defense.
That was a Hail Mary for sure. A long-distance bomb.
Offensive board. Fires away from way outside. That shot missing. The visiting club takes the win on the road. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
NBA.
And a good Thursday evening to you. 2K Sports presents the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And as always, we'll hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. James wide open. Good. It's Calathis who picks up the assist.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Edwards. Out to the right wing. Here's De Silva. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Round the pass to James. Offensive rebound. Papagiannis kicks to Korkmaz. Pass to Papagiannis. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Drills it from outside.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
James looking around. This one for three. Again, James missing. James has gone 1 of 3 from the field here. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. It's stolen by Edwards. Lets it go with a 3. It's hauled in by Brown. James right side. Coathus passes to James. And the dunk by James.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring option.
And midway through the season now, the power rankings starting to show a more complete picture. They're in a bit of a holding pattern, hoping to take that next leap.
When you look at this visiting team, they've been consistent in their approach, and they found consistency in these rankings. Just a real solid club that puts a good product out on the floor.
All right, I'm just going to say it. He's 0 for the game. Might be time to stop shooting the ball.
It's hauled in by Edwards.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Took him no time at all on that one.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
Here's James into the lane, and the dunk by James.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. A three-pointer is right on target. 6 points for him.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Out left to the wing. The shot. Fabianis kicks to Korkmaz. Fades and shoots. Drains the three-pointer.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Outside, James. Pass to Papagiannis. And he bangs it home with one hand.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Here's Coathus. Still yet to score. And here's James outside. No good. That miss takes him to 3 for 7. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
Yeah, he hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now.
Here's De Silva, and the 3 ball is good. De Silva's got 6 points.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him, and you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
24 seconds left to play in the first. James defending. Pass to Edwards. Beyond the arc. De Silva. It's hauled in by Brown. On the wing, James. Launches a 3, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Up 6, and will return. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Just stretching out the floor at first. They had the defense scrambling.
Yeah, and when you're hitting threes early, that opens up the floor and really helps your offense.
A 3 ball. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. Here's Diallo. Takes the 3. Headshot off.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Fires from way outside. Adiunas grabs the miss. Diallo with it. For 3. Booker pulls it in. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. From downtown, that's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Now here's Diallo. He's tightly guarded. There's the 3. Pocket 6. And they call an illegal screen here. On Friday, then on Tuesday.
You know, it might sound cliche, but a road trip like this one is a great time for this team to build chemistry on and off the court. Chemistry absolutely matters in the NBA, and these are the kinds of opportunities teams need to build it.
From the line, and the jumper falls for him. He's got 5.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Napier covering. Here's Moniunas driving inside. On the jam by Moniunas.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Here's the break. Diallo has the open look. Drops in the tray off the fast break.
Well, he saw the defender back, and he got the look he liked from 3 and capitalized.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. The offensive rebound. Back to Booker.
Hey, yo, right here.
Tries again, and it's good off the glass.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Here's Diallo. Misses the 3. Diallo's gone 1 of 3 on the night. But 3. Out to the right wing. Shoots the 3. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Here's a Kobo. Nothing on the board. Sinks the triple.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
To the left side wing. They set the screen. Corniche with the rebound.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. It can't settle for bad shots.
That's to Diallo. And here is Moniunas. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And likes the view from there. He's a strong mid-range shooter.
Yeah, and once you see that advantage from the sideline, you just want to yell at him to shoot the ball.
Giffey. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
Shot good by Diallo. Diallo's got 6. Diallo's gone 2 of 5 from beyond the arc so far. Out left to the wing. Giffey trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And they're running. Jacks up a 3. Hands it from downtown. Arcobo's got 6 here in this quarter. 1 second left. And that one released in time, but no good. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Leading by 4. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
You know what I was just thinking about, fellas? The NBA has lots of bright lights, maybe too bright for some.
Speaking of bright,
And focusing now on our current game, it's been a hard-fought battle so far for the visiting team. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Korkmaz is out there with Brown. Then it's James. And it's Papagiannis in at the 5 down low.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
First free throw is good. And James drills them both.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
James defending. Three-pointer. Drops in the tray. He's got 12.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
James covering. Back to Edwards. Pass to De Silva. Just 5 on the clock. And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. James in the high post. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Korkmaz. Lets it go from deep. And that one is off.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And he's good on the 3-ball. De Silva's got 5 points now in the quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
James with the bucket.
Now, how did he manage to change his shot midair?
James covering. The tray. Rebounded by Papagiannis. Papagiannis has got his 4th rebound in this one. And the foul called on Edwards. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Such a wide open look. James has got 13.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Rebounded by Papagiannis.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Knocks down the 3-ball. James has got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, it's only his second 3 of the night. If he's going to heat up, the second half is a great time to do it. Well, that brings his total to 5 makes from beyond the arc for the game. Feeling some confidence from range.
Here's Papagiannis. Good. Great play by Kalathis to set it up. Kalathis has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. James covering.
2 minutes remaining in the quarter. 2 minutes.
Out to Edwards. Buries the long-range jumper. Edwards got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Edwards gone 1 of 2, shooting from 3. And here's the break. From outside the arc, drills the 3-pointer.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
James has a 2-pointer. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Lucic. And he makes good on his first shot of the game.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
And that one's good. James has got 20 points.
Wow, Wow, he is lighting it up here in the second half.
To the wing on the left, Lucic. Oh, good with the triple. And they're pushing it up. James finds Brown. Plenty of space. And it's good, 2 points. 10 points for him.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And it's James missing.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Out to Edwards, and the ball goes out of bounds. Turned over.
And the misconnection there. Fans guarding their beverages. That's a pass he'd like back for sure.
James has a 2-pointer. Had the space there, but it's offline.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
Fires for 3. It's hauled in by Brown. He got it up. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. They're up by 10. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as... And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. We've got Diallo, and it's Maniunas in at center.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Shoots. Maniunas grabs the miss. Maniunas has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Bangs home the trifecta.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Puts up a 3. Booker pulls it in. Booker's got his 6th rebound on the night. Giffey. Offensive rebound. Over to the left wing. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 3 assists now in this one.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Nailed from three-point land.
Yeah, and when you're hit, you gotta hit back.
A bit of a duel going on between them. Came down the floor looking for immediate payback.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Right wing. Pass to Napier. To the middle. 6 to shoot. There's the drive. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Booker outside. From the arc. In the corner, Napier with it. And a miss there on the triple. And they've got time, Greg, to chip away at this lead.
Yeah, still lots of time, but they have to play smart if they want to erase this deficit.
Booker pulls it in. Booker's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Hits it from three-point range.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
Out to the wing.
2 minutes.
Here's a Kobo. Fader on the way. No good that time. Kobo's gone 2 for 5 tonight. buries it from three-point range.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Inside. To end the run. Good on the triple.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
That one's going to be the final dagger, and these guys can now celebrate.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're going to let up, and I like that. Keep pouring it on. Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Jacobo's gone an excellent 4 of 6 shooting from the arc. Pass to Napier. Shot from the wing. It's hauled in by Diallo. Here's Jacobo. Hits the three-point bomb. 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Puts up a deep three. They get it back. Fires the three. No good that time. Fate looking very thin now, Greg, with very few ticks of the clock remaining.
They'll need something special to happen, and it needs to happen fast.
They grab their own miss. From deep three-point land, it's off. And so the road team gets the W in this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.